I love this inspirational music. Hey everyone, it's me, Ethan Van Sciver, drawing CYBERFROG for you right now for Sweens. Sweens has his own comic book called ODDITY. We agreed to do a crossover cover, like a jam piece. That's when I draw CYBERFROG and he draws his character ODDITY. And wow, we have a nice jam cover that makes fans, hopefully it makes fans happy. So I'm doing my part right now. This is my CYBERFROG action pose. Actually, whenever I have to draw CYBERFROG in action, I look up reference on the internet. I go to Google and look up videos of frogs jumping, toads jumping, still images. And I found this pretty funny, like, fat toad, like, jumping in midair. And I just like the way his arms were kind of, like, pushed out in front of him. And I thought that would be interesting to do to CYBERFROG's anatomy. And then also, I like this back leg that's kind of kicking off, like, in the background. So I'm going to use this piece of reference as a skeletal framework for CYBERFROG and just kind of put him in this pose and see how it looks. It's important to make this character look frog-like, right? I mean, I'm always tempted to draw him like Spider-Man because he's very much a kind of athletic and energetic character, but Spider-Man moves like a man. CYBERFROG moves like a frog. He moves like a frog in the night. So it's important to kind of get that across, and it also helps in making the character look and feel unique and authentic. We're saying that he's a hybrid, like he's half frog and he's half Sin living spacecraft. From the world of Pradani. So anyway, he's got to move that way. CYBERFROG's fun to draw, but he's work intensive. When you're going to draw a nice splash page of CYBERFROG, be prepared to settle in. Make yourself at home. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Watch a TV show. You can probably watch an entire season of an HBO TV show while you're drawing CYBERFROG. I know that I certainly have and will continue to. CYBERFROG, this drawing here took 10 hours. You're watching 10 hours of labor. And why? Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I remember drawing Green Lantern at DC, and like most of the costume was just solid black. You could draw Green Lantern fairly quickly. But CYBERFROG, again, you want to get a little bit of a wow factor. You want to have, you want to add reflections. You want to make stuff fun to look at. When you're drawing CYBERFROG, he's got all these reflective surfaces all over him. Hey, those big chrome globes on his shoulders are great usually for showing what's in front of him. It's a nice storytelling device. But you can also just show his face reflected and his body reflected in it. That's what I'm going to do with this one, because I don't even know what's in front of him. This is just kind of an imaginary cover. It's an imaginary situation. So as you can see, just throw the side of his face on there reflected in the chrome. Man, I like it. I like him with his arms outstretched in front of him like this, catching himself as he kind of leaps forward the way that a toad does. CYBERFROG is a mix. He's supposed to be based on a Cope's gray tree frog, which are common here in New Jersey. That's where CYBERFROG lives. But I cheated a little bit. He's got spots on him. He's got bumps like a toad on his back. He's not strictly a frog. Frogs have smooth skin. Toads are considered frogs, but I mean, real frogs, are smooth. And this, CYBERFROG has bumpy skin on the back, and he's also got coloring of a tropical green red-eyed tree frog. Here's my thing. I imagine that locked up inside of a Cope's gray tree frog is all of this kind of information. I don't know. So if an alien spacecraft copied it, it could look a little bit more like something else. How's that for a scientific sci-fi explanation for the way CYBERFROG looks? I hope that's suitable. CYBERFROG's hands and feet take forever to draw. They do. They take forever to draw. So settle in, and again, enjoy that cup of coffee or black tea. What did I have? I had some black tea yesterday, I think, at Starbucks. It wasn't that great. I don't know why people drink that stuff. But settle in and make yourself at home. You'll also have to do a lot of bumps and stuff all over his back. just to add texture to it. You know, I love these guys who draw dinosaurs. They render dinosaurs for a living. I like that kind of detail work, and that goes on in my head. I think about those guys and the way that they draw dinosaurs. You know, when I'm inking CYBERFROG a lot of the time. You know, it's like lots of texture, lots of different textures. That's the joy of a character like CYBERFROG, to go from like bumpy reptile flesh to just smooth chrome to matte chrome. Like his arms are kind of a matted steel texture. It just makes him look fun to look at. People like to look at CYBERFROG. Even my detractors have to admit CYBERFROG's a really neat looking character with a lot of potential, a lot of like just limitless potential for you know, people to enjoy his stories. So almost done here, just rendering this last foot, and boy, I'll tell you, what fun! What fun! There's the finished product. Thanks, Sweens. Go back ODDITY today, everyone, and I'll see you again later with another video. Take care.